Came across an XX2 file that looks like gibberish text when you try to read it? This is XXEncoded data, an old method of converting binary files into plain text for email transmission. I'm Evan Brooks, Certified Support Engineer, and I'll help you decode these XXEncoded files back to their original form. Quick setup recommendation: download and install a reliable universal file opener. It's the simplest way to check if your XX2 file is truly broken. I'll link the software below. An uncommon file extension that typically represents a file encoded using the XXEncode algorithm. Users often encounter this extension on files downloaded from Usenet newsgroups, or as email attachments where binary files were converted to a text format for transfer. The user's goal is to find a decoder to restore the original file. XXEncode is a binary-to-text encoding scheme similar to UUEncode. It was designed to safely transmit 8-bit binary files through 7-bit text-based systems like email or Usenet. The resulting XX2 file contains only ASCII characters that represent the original binary data, which must be decoded to be usable. If you need to open X.X2, WinZip or StuffIt is a good first test. Accessing the full range of data requires a validated decompression tool. Windows cannot open protected content directly, so decoding must occur in appropriate applications. Let's utilize the list of installed programs to find the match. Right-click your XX2 file, then click Open With. Test WinZip. StuffIt if you see it. If it fails, select the next program in sequence. Methodical testing is best. If you cannot access the XX2 file, no problem. The solution is often simpler than you think. If the XX2 file is still stubborn, look for one of these 3 basic errors. Use this quick reference list to check them now. First, decoding with XXDecode Tools. Download an XXDecode utility such as WinZip XXEncode or the command line XXDecode tool. Open the XX2 file in the decoder, and the application reconstructs the original binary file. The output retains the original file name embedded in the encoded header for proper restoration. Next, using universal decoders, try opening the XX2 file with PowerArchiver or 7-zip, which support legacy encoding formats including XXEncode UUEncode and Base64. These archivers detect the encoding scheme automatically and extract the embedded binary content to a usable file in its original format. Finally, manual decoding online. For occasional XX2 files, use online XXDecode services by pasting the file contents into a web-based decoder. The service returns the decoded binary file as a download. This approach works well for small files when installing dedicated decoding software is not practical. If compatibility checks failed, it is likely because the file extension name is shared by different developers for unrelated formats, causing your PC to use the wrong reading language. Instead of relying on a label that might be incorrect, you can use a tool that employs smart recognition to try and find a match based on the actual data inside. Our troubleshooting is complete. The failure of the previous steps suggests a need for superior format intelligence. FileMagick is my recommendation for professional-grade access. FileMagick.com has the download. That was the final fix. If you love fast answers, please give this video a quick like.